Welcome to Movie Obscura with Adrian and Kelly. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Kelly.
This week we are finishing up on the Feast Trilogy with Feast 3, The Happy Finish.
I love those kind of massage parlors.
The 2009, this movie was made in from Dimension Extreme. Once again, the Weinstein brothers are in this one. They're the only two. No
Producers.
No Ben Affleck, no Matt Damon.
No.
And this one was the
Over the top.
This one pretty much is going to wrap up the Feast. They continue the beginning of the movies. The beginning of this movie starts right where the second one left.
Can I interject something?
Absolutely.
I read rumors of there being a Feast 4 in the near future. There's a script done. They're just working out details.
Okay. We will have to definitely keep everybody posted on that.
It's been 5 years since Feast 3.
Right.
I mean, 2009 is when this one was done.
This one, indeed, this one was more comical and more
over the top.
Just jaw-dropping scenes from this one. I mean, this one is just way.
It introduces some of the best characters, though.
Yes, it does. It really does. It does.
Short Bus Gus.
Love
the Prophet.
And then the oh man,
I can't even remember what the Ninja Kid's name was.
His name was Jean-Claude Seagal.
Was that his name?
Yes, John.
There's a great Rambo reference in this one.
Oh yes, that was great. And then they have the this guy called Shit Kicker.
Ah, yes.
So you get these three characters.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
We're jumping here. Let's go right to the beginning of the movie where they left off from scene from the second one
on the rooftop.
On the rooftop, you think it is going to be pretty much Custer's last stand?
Yeah, because
they're going to override
the creatures are banging at the door, busting through. Here they come,
and somehow
our heroes survive.
And not only did he survive, Lightning, who we thought blew up in dynamite, survived as well.
Yeah, yep. Thunder, well,
Thunder was still alive at the time with half of his body.
Well, yeah, he's dragging half of his body. My balls, my dick.
Yes, looking for everything below his waist. This one here, like I said, had. This one here was. I keep making him watch some of the goofiest damn flicks. I was really, this one, I don't. There's one reason why I did not like this particular film.
Why?
Because my baby gets killed 5 minutes into the movie.
Oh my God, Honey Pie!
Honey Pie!
You were so stuck on her. Get over her. Move on to frickin' Tit Girl.
Why did they?
Or Tat Girl.
Why did they keep her alive only to kill her off 5 minutes into the movie?
Because they got to pick up right from where they left off the last flick.
She could have escaped.
No, she couldn't have.
She could have.
No.
Why not?
Because
it doesn't make any sense. They could have left her. They could have kept her alive.
She had no personality. She had nothing to offer.
She had boobs.
She was.
She had the look. She was walking around in blood-soaked panties. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
And it wasn't her time of the month. Come on now. She was totally hot. Okay.
All right.
My wife's gonna kill me for that.
I'm still into the pink-haired chick.
All right, Tit Girl.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, they kill her off 5 minutes into the movie.
Rip her freaking head off.
Yeah, I'm kind of
the creature rips her head off.
I was kind of upset.
The creature rips her head off.
Yeah. Okay. We
I'm
got that.
on loop. The creature rips her head off.
Yeah. Go ahead one more time.
The creature rips her head off.
We have Slasher still alive. We've got Lightning, Biker Queen. We've got Hobo,
Tit and Tat,
and
Slasher's wife and Pipehead.
And Pipehead.
Yep.
Those are the guys that survive, and the bartender.
Oh, and of course the bartender.
Yes. The guy, he's the only one left from the original.
Yeah,
Now Honey Pie's dead.
Yeah, Honey Pie's dead.
So the bartender's the only one left from the original.
Grumpy Cuss is still alive. God, he is just...
Man, that guy...
He will not freaking die, will he?
We should call him Rolex, because he takes a licking and keeps on ticking. So now this guy named Shit Kicker comes in, runs over Thunder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thunder's on the street. Half of them, anyway.
Cussing up a storm.
Dragging himself. All of a sudden, you see this, I don't know, military Jeep with, like, a cow pusher that's on the front of trains. Come barreling down the street, and all of a sudden, Thunder just lays flat. You don't know if he gets run over, the rest of him, or what, but I mean, it's the last scene he's in.
Yes.
And then he goes crashing right into the sheriff's office.
And that's where Shit Kicker gets the group, gets them into the police station.
That's after all that dumbass night vision.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know. That was just ridiculous. There's a lot of those kind of shots in this movie where they use night vision cameras.
That's another reason.
That's one thing that I didn't dig.
Yeah.
But they're going down the stairwell. They get attacked by another creature in the stairwell of the building that they're trying to get down to the street so that they can get over there.
Well,
it was ridiculous, but some great tit shots. In night vision, which I recommend.
Because Tit Girl and Tat Girl are still naked.
Oh yeah. They spend a majority of their time naked throughout these flicks.
So they get to the police station. Shit Kicker says, "We leave nobody behind. We're gonna get out of this safely. You gotta follow my lead."
Another hero.
Yeah.
Why do these movies keep doing this?
He gives Slasher's wife a gun and says, "Do some target practicing."
Do you think she instantly falls in love with this guy? She's totally over Pipehead because what he did to the baby in the last movie.
Yep.
She's over Slasher just because, well,
he's
who he is.
Yeah, and
all of a sudden this hero comes in, I wished for you and you came. And then she just gooey over this dude.
And he gives her a handgun and says, do some target practicing. And the next thing you see is she accidentally shoots the gun into his jaw and kills him instantly. So much for Shit Kicker. Shit Kicker just got the shit cock kicked out of him.
Do you think that he lasted 10 minutes? Do you think it was that long?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Because our first hero, who busted into the bar in the first movie, he lasted almost 5 minutes.
Yep.
You thought he was going to be the one.
And then you also thought...
Then the heroine, she
lasted.
And she kicked ass throughout the movie.
Yeah, she lasted pretty good.
And she died. And then you got... I don't think there's really much for heroes besides the bikers in the second one.
Yes. Right.
And then all of a sudden you got the Shit Kicker coming in. And
you thought he was going to be
you thought that he was going to be their salvation. Yeah. Once again... I mean, completely misleading, and they just kill him off for no purpose besides comedic.
Well, so there you go. So he's dead, and now they're back on their own. I think the hobo gets killed by a beast. Somewhere.
No.
I forgot. How does this bastard die?
All right. So after the biker queen beats the shit out of him, they rummage around looking for ammunition, guns, and everything in there. Then the creatures bombard them. They all go into the cell. Then they get out of the cell. They run down the street. Okay. So Tit Girl and the Biker Queen are beating literally the shit out of the hobo.
Right.
Remember, they beat the hell out of him. All of a sudden, there was a zoom on his ass of his pants, and he literally shit himself. And they show the back of his pants turning brown and black. So then they are out in the street, and that's when the monster bites the hobo on the leg. And the monster just recoils from him. Yeah, I guess he's got so much damn meth running through his frickin'
that's right.
And he looks at the beast and goes, "That don't taste so good, do I?"
That's right, exactly. That's right. I remember that part. I do remember that part. So they now another thing that we see in here that they do as they go deeper and deeper, they find the meth lab.
Oh, the bus.
The bus that was underground, which is their salvation for a while.
Then they go, okay, so...
But before that,
Tit Girl, Tat Girl,
Biker
and
Queen.
Biker Queen, and the hobo are in the bus.
Yes. And Tit Girl and Tat Girl are still just beating the hell out of him, while Biker Queen is trying to rev up the bus and get the hell out of town.
Yeah, because they're being overpowered by...
Yeah,
Would you quit trying to drop your mic?
They're being chased by the Beast.
The Beast are breaking into the bus.
Now the bartender...
He's stuck with frickin'...
he's stuck with Pipehead,
and
his wife, Slasher.
Oh, goddamn. Did we miss the scene where Slasher turns into Slasher
yes,
hybrid?
That's what I was trying to get to.
Ah, dang it. This is before the bus.
Yes, they all go into this
They're oh, that's right. They're running from building to building and stuff, and they get into there, and there's a couple other people in it.
Yes.
Yep.
Kind of like a rail car, almost like a rail car. And and Slasher is talking about how he's, hey, wait, I got an idea. No, wait, shut up. No, wait, listen to me. They're arguing inside.
And there's a creature outside.
Which a creature listens to this and hears this. Now, there is a knot hole in this rail car.
There's like a ventilation pipe or something. And Slasher's all backed up on this thing.
I'm going to give Kelly full... I am not taking responsibility for what Kelly is about to say next. But go ahead, Kelly.
So, to any of our younger viewers, I suggest that you turn off this podcast and resume it about mark 13 minutes and 22 seconds. So Slasher's ass is backed up to this pipe hole. There's a Beast outside. And he puts his little tallywhacker right through that thing and...
little?
Okay, they're frickin' monsters.
Okay.
Monsters wangs. Anyway, so... Wang. So he was
Wang Chunging, basically.
Basically ends up ass-raping Slasher.
And his whole body is just rattling.
It's like it's got barbs. As soon as it goes in, barbs come out, and it's got a hold on you.
Yeah.
And he can't get out. The monster's on the outside of it. It's got handles that he's holding on to while he's just going to town. His head's all rolled back. He's just in ecstasy. All of a sudden, you can hear him. You can hear him have the orgasm. Blah! Slasher's inside. His head's banging against it. It's like having a broad on your... I'm not going to go that deep.
Okay.
Anyway. So all of a sudden, it's done. It releases. The barbs retract or whatever. And all of a sudden, Slasher's gut starts to get big. And all of a sudden... Next thing you see is they pan out of the building and it's just all shaken, and Biker Queen opens up the door and all these body parts and gallons and gallons and gallons of blood, and then all of a sudden...
You'd think it was a massacre that happened in there, but nobody died.
Well, the two people that were in there, besides those two people that had 2 minutes worth of screen time, that kept...
Yeah, that's it. They were the only ones that died, but the rest of the group did not.
Tit and Tat Girl are hanging up on the ceiling, and the Slasher hybrid. Used to slash prices, now slashes
You remember in the first one where they had those little life expectancies and occupations? His occupation now is used to slash prices, now he's slashing people.
Life expectancy? Don't ask, don't tell.
So now he is now one of the Beasts. And that's when they get to the bus where the meth lab is.
Yep. So they all hightail it out of there. But the bartender and what's her face? Why can't I think of that chick's name?
Secrets.
Oh my God! Nobody has a real name in this damn movie.
Secrets, bartender, and Pipehead.
Oh yeah, and Pipehead. They're off doing
Lightning.
Lightning. Yeah, they get separated from everybody else. The bikers and the hobo end up in the meth lab that's underground in a bus. The monsters start coming in. They try to get the bus started. They finally get out, but unfortunately, one of the bikers dies. Tat Girl gets her head crushed by one of the monsters. Boom! Out they go. How the hell do you get a bus, a big-ass school bus, dug down that far and then be able to drive it out.
Well, here's the problem with this, and this is an actual turning point in the movie. The bus gets out, and rather than picking up bartender, pipe
keep going.
They keep going.
The biker queen's driving.
Tit girl just waves goodbye to him.
Oh, she's got those cool ass on her fingers.
Yep.
She's got these tear tattoos.
Yep.
And she does the little crybaby thing. Guess we don't have video for this one.
Right.
I'm doing it for your purpose.
There you go. Yeah, did that and then waved goodbye.
Yep, and waved goodbye at him, and all of a sudden the bus just stalls out.
And Tit Girl goes, oh, shit.
And both of them, they're just sitting there shaking their head like, damn it.
So they all jump in the bus after some moments of arguing.
And then that's when
all
the creatures start attacking.
I think there was like 6 or 7 beasts that come towards the bus that start attacking the bus.
And this is where the
short bus Gus comes into the play. He's got a robe on,
otherwise known as the Prophet.
And he puts his arms out and says, "Be gone with you, beast! Be gone with you, beast!"
And all the beasts
and
start to back up.
They leave.
But you hear this high-pitched whining sound?
Yes.
I mean, extremely high-pitched.
Yes. And
almost inaudible.
And they go, "How did you do that?" And he goes, "I just wish them away, and they go away."
Oh, my God. Shut up, Secrets.
But that's what he says.
I know.
That's what he said. I'm just telling you what he said.
I know.
He said, "We must go underground."
That's when they hit the sewers.
We have to hit the big city, so we must go underground. And this is where you really don't get to see a whole lot of the action because it's so dark. And this is where I really get turned off by the movie.
It gets a little, well, the whole thing's been over the top, but this is where it gets a little bit.
It goes, they go further and further, deeper and deeper into the sewers. And then something happens. We are now not only are they now dealing with creatures, they are now dealing with what seems to be the Walking Dead.
Puker girl. These are people that have been puked on by the creatures, but have not gotten so much on them that their bodies start to melt like Grandma and like the beer man in the first movie. I couldn't quite grasp how these people came to be.
Yeah, they don't really explain that.
They don't explain a whole lot of nothing in this movie.
So I don't really get this, and unfortunately,
great scene. Never seen better bloody tits in my life.
But Tit Girl dies.
Yeah, but Puker girl, I don't know. How would you explain her face? Black warts? I don't know.
Have you ever anyone seen The Ring?
Ah, very good. The little girl from The Ring. Yes.
That's what I would describe it as.
Yeah. That's kind of how her face looked.
Yeah.
Anyway, she just all into blood for some reason. I don't know. Stabs her a few times.
Yeah.
And there's 2 dudes holding her, and this Puker girl stabs her. Blood all over her nice boobies.
Yeah.
It was so sad.
Well, yeah, and then that's when our new hero comes into play. Jean-Claude Segal has no hands, just blades.
Yeah.
And he slices those 3.
He's quite the martial artist.
Yes, he's very good at martial arts. And he uses this pop bottle.
No, Puker girl gets away. Remember, she runs down the hallway.
Yes.
And
That's right, but
yes. We see her later.
Yes, we do see her later. But he uses this chlorine phosphate, potassium.
Baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, and Mountain Dew.
And it's like a light.
He
shakes it, and it's like a lime.
It's like one of those glow sticks.
Yeah, where you break it or you crack it and it lights.
Yeah.
That's what he was using for light, basically.
Yep.
Now, okay, so now they're going deeper in the sewers.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Jean-Claude Segal and the bartender don't go with them. They slide down
some tube, and they end up in a lower chamber of it.
Yes, and lightning goes, God be with you.
Yeah.
God be with you, old man. Yeah.
So, but at the same time, they keep going to back shots of slasher hybrid slasher coming, down the sewers too, after them and everything. So you got the Biker Queen, Pipehead, and Secrets. They're wandering around, and then and Thunder or Lightning, and then you got Jean-Claude Segal. And the bartender, and they're down in the hole, basically, is where they're at.
Right.
And that's where they get attacked, and one of Jean-Claude Segal's arms gets ripped off.
Right. Now,
and he also gets bit pretty bad in the other one.
Right. Yes.
So he's one-armed and got a huge wound in
and
the other one.
the bartender says, "Suck it up, Sonny. We got a long way to go. You're still in this fight."
Yeah. So this is where the Rambo 3 thing comes in.
Great part of the movie.
The bartender's doing battlefield triage, basically, with this cat. He bites the bottom off a bullet, which I don't know if that's humanly capable. Are you able to do that?
I think it was a shotgun shell. It had to have been.
I don't think you would be able to bite the bottom of one of those off to get to the gunpowder, would you?
Not a handgun bullet, but a shotgun shell. Yes.
Yeah, you could. I shoot a lot of guns. Anyway, so he does that to a couple bullets, not just one, but a couple. Pours it right in the wound. Lights a match, touches it to the gunpowder. What happens, Adrian?
It explodes,
blowing off his
and
other arm.
You learn this in the military? Nope. Rambo 3.
And then he lights the match and touches it to his arm blows off. So now the dude's got no arms.
That was his only weapons, those blades.
Oh, and his feet. He was quick with his feet, too.
But that's it. Now he's got no arms.
Just feet.
Yes.
And the bartender keeps pushing him. Suck it up. Suck it up. You're still in the fight. Suck it up.
And they use this potassium, Mountain Dew, hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah.
Throws it in the water, and they see that they are also surrounded by the Walking Dead.
Yeah, and they still kick ass. Now, this is where it's starting to get to the end of the movie, where they meet back up with everybody, and they're at the only thing I can think of as a puker rave.
Yeah, what was that?
The frickin' strobe lights, the barrels on fire, like Hobo Junction.
Yeah, once
and
again.
Then you got the trance music going on in the background. I did not get any of that at all.
I didn't either. And they're all zombies.
Yeah, they're all pukers.
You
I didn't get it. Have you ever played the video game Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2?
Heard of it, never played it.
There's a character in it called the Puker, and he does the exact same thing these creatures do. He's a big, fat, bloated fuck. He comes running at you, and if he pukes on you, wow, way off subject. Anyway.
Well, this is what these pukers do, but... So, yeah, you get these... so this rave was just really... I don't understand
in the sewer...
Yeah.
There's a strobe light, which is kind of cool for the fight scene, because, it's kind of cool with the blood flying and everybody getting the shit beat out of them.
But you don't really know what's going on.
No, you don't. And that's where Slasher Hybrid comes into.
Yep.
He doesn't touch any of the pukers. He's just trying to kill everybody else.
The humans. Yep. Yeah. The people that are still alive. And the first thing he does is grab Pipehead's pipe.
And yanks it out.
And yanks it out, which ends up killing Pipehead.
Until they do that shot where they go inside the hole in his head, and then it's just him floating on water.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know why they gave him a graceful death. He was a douchebag.
Oh, horribly douchebag.
But
we forgot to mention the fact that he started flipping out and thinking lightning was his baby.
Yes.
You're my baby.
Yes, I'll take care of you. No, you already killed the baby. The baby you think it is dead.
I'm not your baby. I'm not your baby.
Yeah.
And then that's when they're down in the puker rave, and he's like, I'm watching my baby grow up.
Yes.
while lightning's kicking ass.
Yes, but yes.
Anyway, so he dies,
and then this is where it gets really, really. This is where the survivors are doing whatever it takes.
Yeah, how the hell did they end up killing Slasher?
They ate him.
Oh my God, that's right. Holy hell.
Secret starts chomping at his throat.
That's right, she recognizes who he is.
Yes, by the eye, by the eye.
By the one eye that's semi-normal. And she goes up, and all of a sudden, all of them.
Yes,
just
biker,
down.
bartender, lightning.
They're all going down, just gnawing bits and pieces out of this thing until it's dead.
Yes.
I mean, they've already beat the shit out of all the pukers. Now they're beat the shit out of Slasher. This is after the biker queen's already been puked on.
Yes.
Yep.
And now they have to go up the ladder.
Yep. Then they get out.
They don't get out though. John Claude cannot get up the ladder.
Oh yeah.
He says, "Biker queen goes, you're screwed."
The best part was the bartender goes to him. Give me your hand. He's got no fucking
He's
arms.
got stubs. And he goes, so he realizes he's not going to go, so he uses his kicks to do the last fight.
Defending himself.
We don't know what happened to him. They never show it.
No.
But so they get up to the top.
And somehow find a dirt bike.
They find a dirt bike. They've got this beast.
They got a beast.
And they said, you're not going to make it for very long.
Yeah,
and she goes.
They strap it to Biker Queen. Biker Queen goes, great, a dirt bike.
Yeah.
And then they strap the monster to the dirt bike and to her, and then that's when the bartender punches the little monster siren inside the monster, which we forgot to mention that there's a gigantic eyeball and a thing that.
Oh, we also forgot Prophet.
He died.
Prophet dies. We realize that how he wards him off is the hearing aid.
Oh Jesus. We're really trying to get through this one, aren't we?
Well, because this one was just so horrible.
It wasn't that bad.
It was bad.
It was fucking
so horrible. So Prophet gets his head taken off because they find out that it was his hearing aid that warned him off because that high pitched sound. So they take that.
Yeah.
And they put it with Biker Chick.
Yeah, and then they hit the siren. It's an organ inside the monster. There's an eye and another mouth in the monster. And if they hit it, it'll make this high-pitched scream that signals the other creatures to come. So what they're going to do is have her drive off in one direction while they go another direction so all the monsters chase Biker Queen.
Because she already said she's a goner.
Yeah, because her face is starting to turn into like puker girls.
Yeah.
Like the girl from The Ring. So this is where it gets fucking ridiculous.
Lightning, Secrets, and the bartender
are
the only ones left.
They're walking down the street. The bartender goes, "We're all that's left. We have to do something. We have to repopulate. We gotta start fucking. We gotta start fucking now."
And he
starts ripping his shirt off. And then what happens?
First, the next thing we see is a big-ass robot squash Lightning and Secrets.
So all that's left is the bartender. This robot comes from nowhere. And all you see is thigh-high metal robot feet hitting the...
Squashes Secrets and Lightning. And then you get a Mexican Elvis singing about the 3 movies.
He comes out... sings them in Spanish then there's English subtitles while the credits are rolling. So you have no idea who the hell was in this movie because you're paying attention to what the guy's saying.
Pretty much. And then at the very end, you see the bartender walking down the lonely road by himself. And he's
very long shot.
Yes.
He takes for freaking ever.
And then all he says is, "God damn." And
that's the end. And that is how they end Feast 3. You have no idea where the hell these creatures come from. No idea where the robot came from. Where the fuck did this robot come from, Adrian?
I have no idea, and it just totally just went, what? And even the Mexican Elvis goes, "Jaw-dropping scene of the ending where the robot squashes." I'm like, yeah, that was... I had to watch that part several times because I didn't think I saw it correctly. I thought I was daydreaming that. Ladies and gentlemen, that ends the Feast trilogy. Now, I don't know what we're gonna do. How we're gonna rate this one.
Robot feet.
Robot feet. Kelly, 1 through 5.
Another 3.5 robot feet for me, baby. I like these movies. They're funny. They make me giggle. As far as if I was a serious horror flick, oh shit, half a robot foot.
No,
it's so over the top.
No, it's a comedy. It's a comedy.
Oh yeah, but if it was meant to be a serious horror flick, I mean, it'd be a half, maybe a 1.
I would have to say, because of the fact that it was in the dark most of the time,
and they used that goofy ass night vision camera.
I was really turned off by that, and there was just a few scenes.
They killed off our girls.
Yeah, they did. I just this one I was
sorry, Tina.
I was very sorry, Holly. I love you, baby. I would have to give this, unfortunately, the lowest rating I have ever given a movie. 1.
A 1?
A 1. I was not impressed at this movie at all. 1 robot foot.
Holy hell. That's all it takes to squash Secrets and Lightning. All you need is 1.
1, and that's all it took.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I just was not into this one. It was...
Was it a struggle to make it through?
It was a struggle because of the fact that it was just in the dark.
Yeah.
And it was... And that stupid douchebag pipe, they kept him alive way too long.
And killed off your honey pie right away.
And then my only salvation was Tick Girl. They offed her off. So
yeah.
I'm going to say 1. I'm glad the bartender survived.
You kind of saw that coming, though.
You know, I'm glad.
Really, you kind of saw that coming.
The man who thinks he dies in the first one, he ends up the lone survivor of everything, except
walking down the highway, all beat to hell.
Yeah, and So 1. All right, now as we did with Cube, we rated the trilogy as a whole.
Oh yeah.
So
as a whole.
So as a whole, how would you rate the trilogy?
Well, considering I think I've given about, I've averaged right around 3.5 for all of them. 4 for Feast, 3.5, 3.5 so far. So I'd say about 3.5.
I gave the first Feast 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
I gave Feast 2 2.5, and then I gave Feast 3 1. So I'm averaging about 2.9 again, almost.
Oh my God! There's our 0.9.
The 2.9, almost great, almost good. Love the first one. Highly recommend it.
That was a good flick. I think it was meant to be what it was.
But you got to realize though, if you like the first Feast, you're going to have to watch the next 2 because to get the continuation. It's almost like the Saws.
They do get more and more ridiculous
screams.
the longer that they run.
Yes,
but
they're
still entertaining as hell.
As the sequels roll on, and you know, if you get the Friday the 13th,
there's a lot of good laughs in them.
But as I'm saying though, the Friday the 13th, the Nightmare on Elm Street,
you
gotta keep watching them to get the whole story.
Yeah, but and just like those, they get more and more ridiculous as they go.
Yes, this one was just way over the top.
Oh, it was great though.
Yeah. So now our next ones we are going to do is a 2-part film. Grave Encounters 1 and 2. There's 2 movies to that.
And then after that, we'll do The Collector and The Collection.
That's also a 2-part. Now, I also want to include... Now, Kelly had told me about this movie this morning. I don't know if we're going to do it. We're going to throw it out to the fans.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to throw this one out to the fans. And if you've heard of it, please respond to us on our Facebook page or our Twitter. Kelly, can you give us the addresses for that?
Facebook at Movie Obscura on Facebook, and at Movie Obscura on Twitter, and movieobscura@gmail.com.
And the movie that we have been talking about, kind of rolling and
just today.
Yes,
I think I brought it out this morning.
Right.
Yeah.
It's called
Spermzilla.
Yes, and I am definitely going to think about putting that one on our future episodes.
Oh, I also found another one that I think I'm going to show you a couple clips of after this episode wraps up. I think you might enjoy this. But, all right, well, I think that wraps it up for the Feast Trilogy. I'm sorry I made you watch these movies.
I'm glad I watched them. I did enjoy them. I enjoyed one and two.
Yeah, I can tell. Frickin' 2.9. For Movie Obscura, I'm Kelly.
I'm Adrian.
We out.